Welcome to the December Tiny Tech Training. I'm Bobby Demontney, and today we're going to look at how far we've come in the last year. Thank you so much for attending. I wanted to let you know how much I look forward to these sessions every month and how pleased I have been to have you along with me. This is the agenda for today's topic. We'll look at what we learned this year, what Tiny Tech Trainings did to help you, what it did to help us, where you can catch up on the things you missed, and looking forward, we'll want to hear from you, and we want to know how we did. So let's recap. In January, we spent time on Libby. We also talked about the extras your patrons can get with the Libby app on their personal devices and on libbyapp.com. We spent some time preparing for the sunset of the old Overdrive app and giving you the tools you'll need to help onboard patrons who haven't used the Libby app yet. In February, we made sure you knew how to log in and use the search features in Aspen. We saw an uptick in registrations, which was great for having the foundations for you to use the CE dashboard and have you ready to claim all of the CE you were getting from the new trainings we launched in 2023. And in March, we worked on traversing that in-between space where Amazon and Overdrive hadn't synced up with their apps. We showed you what they could do to sideload Libby onto a Kindle Fire in the meantime and showed you where to look for more support. April was important because we took stock of what was happening in our Aspen accounts and learned how to make updates when there is employee turnover. We got some good quality time explaining how new directors add staff for the first time and how to replace employees in the system. May's session was all about statistics in Overdrive Marketplace. In this session, we reviewed what Marketplace is, who on your staff can log into it, and how to use it to run reports for statistics on your ebooks and audiobooks. June took us into the world of hotspots with some live demonstrations and help troubleshooting hotspots. We also discussed the transition to librarians managing their own accounts. July provided a look at the new CE dashboard and explained how to select a CE track and add credit towards Montana State Library certification. We talked about how to see your transcript and also how to export everything to a spreadsheet. In August, you got to learn about the Talking Book Library. You got an overview and learned about the new expanded criteria for qualification to use the Talking Book Library and how libraries can play a larger role in getting patrons connected to these resources. In September, we looked at the OCLC sharing groups and saw what it looks like to patrons who use WorldCat to find materials at your library. We looked at links to lending through your library from locations on the web like Goodreads and Google Books. And in October, the session explained what you can expect when OCLC sunsets the web-based version of Connection. We had staff from the MSC on to explain it from the MSC perspective and what it would be like for non-MSC libraries. In November, we learned how to get around in the Montana History Portal, make an account, search, and save materials to your collection. And now here we are in December. We learned a lot this year, and I hope you're excited to see what's next. But first, if you missed anything throughout the year, don't worry. We have recorded everything, and you can find all of the Tiny Tech trainings on the Aspen Events calendar. I'm navigating away from my slides to show you how to do that. I'm going to take you to the events calendar in Aspen. I got there by clicking the events link. There's one on the front page and one on the sidebar. So at the top, you'll see the big calendar, and then if you scroll down, you can see a list view. I'm going to run a search for the word tiny to filter this down to just the Tiny Tech trainings. And now when I go back to the bottom, I can sort by date, and then I can select all, and that shows every single one of the Tiny Tech trainings. This is everything in 2023. And I'm going to select one of these. There we go. And this takes you to the event page. Here you can see a description and a link. From that link, you can see the YouTube video. So you asked and we answered. In 2022, you said you wanted more technology training. We took you at your word and started developing content. You clearly meant what you said because in the last 11 months, 336 of you claimed CE credit for Tiny Tech trainings. That is a lot of technology credit. In the last month alone, there were 63 new views to the Tiny Tech Training YouTube playlist. We have gotten positive feedback from those of you who have filled out the evaluations, and many of you have followed up on the new things you have learned with other courses and help desk tickets. It is pretty clear to me that these trainings are bridging some gaps and that the content is valuable to you. Take a minute to think about the way these trainings have helped you and let us know in the evaluation in the end. This series helped us a lot too. It gave us the base material for 4 new courses in MSL Learn, of which 57 of you have already completed. These are worth anywhere from 1.5 to 3 credits per completed course. Plus, it drums up tickets when people want clarification on a topic, which helps me answer more questions and get more of you feeling good about using the services we work so hard to provide. I have been asked to teach some of this to boards and staff online during various meetings. And I've gotten to stay after the session for one-on-one trainings with people over Zoom. It helps me understand what you are or are not struggling with, which informs the projects we take on. Many of the improvements you've seen with Aspen have come from conversations around these topics. So thank you. It also gives us footage to use for future training videos. We put little clips in our knowledge base articles, and that helps us to do the best we can at supporting you. Looking for us on YouTube? Simply type in at Montana State Library on YouTube to find our channel. And this is MSL Learn. We've got some tips to help you get around in here. Credits, how to log in, and the types of credits you can get from the MSL Learn courses. And here you can see the courses that we've built using some of the things from these Tiny Tech trainings. Here we have Hacking Aspen, a how-to course, Montana History Portal, Montana Library to Go, and by the time this recording is out, the Best of Tiny Tech Training 2023 will be available. We've established that by and large, people like this series and they want to keep it going. The thing is, we've recorded all of 2023, so we don't really need to duplicate them. This means our gift to you is new topics for 2024. As we plan for the year to come, we are already filling spots for the 2024 Tiny Tech training. Here's what you can expect. January, New Year, New Learning with Universal Classes. February, Searching Montana Collections in the Internet Archive. March, OCLC, How to Update Your Library's Information in WorldCat. April, Montana Library to Go, Filling Local Holds with Advantage. May, MSL Resources, Databases, Professional Development, and Your Own MSL Library Card. June, MHP, Adding Recollections and Crowdsourcing History. July is to be determined, so think about that. What would you like to see? August is a deeper dive into the cadastral. September, leveraging data and analytics from MSL dashboards. October, another spot for you to put what you want to see. November, Montana Shared Catalog, a subject of theirs to be determined. And December, we will go back and review 2024 and see what's coming for the next year. So I pointed out a few empty dates. It is time for a little crowdsourcing. We want to hear from you. What should we do? I want you to think about the sorts of things that you'd like to see. It needs to be a how-to topic that is tied into MSL services. That's my only criteria. Please let us know what you would like to learn by adding them to the comments section of the survey. You know we've made it to the end of this session because we're all the way to the survey slide. This Tiny Tech training date landed on the day after Christmas, so I'm not actually in the office today. That's why this session has been pre-recorded. I don't want you to miss this evaluation, so I'm going to let this sit here for a minute so you can grab the QR code or type in the link. Please use this QR code to let me know how I'm doing and what sorts of topics you want to see next. I read every one of these and look forward to your input. These trainings are directed by you. The more you provide, the better I can build content that you can really use. And that brings us to the end. Thank you so much for joining us for a year of Tiny Tech training. We love Montana libraries and personally want to see you succeed. I hope your holidays fill your cup, and I wish you all the best in the year to come. Thanks, everybody.